So today's question comes from Jenny, and she asks very simply, what are some of the most common mistakes salespeople make on social? So what are the most common mistakes I see salespeople make on social media? And I'm going to speak specifically about LinkedIn because B2B sales reps, B2C sales reps, they all should be on LinkedIn and using that. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, depends on the industry, depends on your goals, but we should all be on LinkedIn. And there's a couple big mistakes I see over and over and over again. First of all, salespeople use it for research, but don't realize that other people are researching them. And because of that, they spend no time on their profile, for example. They have a horrible photo. They have a horrible summary. It looks like their resume, or they're just bragging about hitting sales numbers. Spend time having a customer-focused profile. And that goes, by the way, for all of your social media presence that is going to have a prospect or customer looking at it. Make sure you're speaking in terms of what helps your prospects and customers. Duh, it's obvious. But also make sure that you are participating and posting on, in this case, LinkedIn, on topics that surround your industry, your field, your products, your services, because one of the sections on the LinkedIn profile is previous activity. So if somebody clicks on that, you want them to see various posts and engagements that you've had on the platform over time. I call it leaving a breadcrumb, or leaving many breadcrumbs about your activity. So that's one thing I see people screw up all the time. Another thing that blows my mind is that salespeople look at a social media platform like LinkedIn and go, oh, now I just have another way of doing cold messaging, right? I could make cold calls. I could make cold emails. Now I'm going to have cold in-mails or cold LinkedIn, connection requests. And that doesn't work. I almost daily have somebody reach out to me. I will often connect with them because they have sales in their title. And a lot of the people that buy from me that are in my network are salespeople. So I'm like, that's cool. I want to influence you. I'll bring you into my network. That's all well and good. And then the next message is a sales pitch. Half the time, it's not even close to relevant. But even if it is somewhat relevant, they've got no credibility established with me at all. Those people get kicked right out of my network. Don't look at this as a cold messaging platform. When you do have a chance to make a connection with a prospect or customer, treat it with respect. Treat it like a delicate little egg or a little flower, and build upon that so that you then have earned the right to say, hey, could I have an offline conversation with you? Could I grab a phone call? Could I do a demo? Could I talk to you about our products and services? And I touched on another common mistake I see, which is bragging. There is a time, a place, and a way to share your successes. And there's nothing wrong with sharing the successes you've had professionally. If you're excited about hitting a milestone in your business, if you're excited about winning an award which demonstrates your hard work and your persistence and your ability to help your customers, that's fantastic. Share that. But be aware of how you're doing it. If you're trying to just puff yourself up and make yourself look good, that doesn't attract people. That doesn't draw people in. You might be thinking, hey, I want people to understand how successful I am because then they're going to want to do business with me. No, that's not how people think. And if they do, they're going to be a horrible customer, right? So make sure that you are sharing your successes and the successes of your company and the successes of your customers. That's a big one. And get excited about that. Make people want to engage with you. Make them attracted to you by not trying to have a bunch of braggadocio or braggadocio. I can never say that right. Don't brag too much. But so again, let people be attracted to you because you're obviously competent and successful, but some humility goes a long, long way. These are just a few of the mistakes that I see commonly, like every day on social media platforms from salespeople. I hope that you aren't doing any of those, but what's great is that if you are, they are all easily fixed. It just takes a little bit of time, a little bit of attention. And if you can do that, you're going to make yourself look a lot better online, and you're going to get more business because of your digital activity. So I encourage you to do that. If you have any specific questions, feel free to reach out to me. And Jenny, thank you for that question. I know it is relevant for a lot of people. If you have questions, put them down in the comments. If you have questions about sales, relationship building, entrepreneurship, networking, social media, professional development, or I don't know what I had for lunch, go ahead and put them in the comments, or just send me a tweet at dfishrockstar. More than happy to answer any questions that you have. And as usual, thanks for spending some time with me. Make sure that you hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you next time on DTV.